your tickers in there. Okay, he got them in there. He got them in there. Thank you so much. All right, we got some tickers to look at. All right, Sand Dollar, it says RGTI. RGTI. 212 up on the month. No actionable signal for next week, but you can still be in that. All right, looking good. RGTI. What is this? You, Sand Dollar, you know some interesting. You got some interesting stocks that you look at. Looking at the quarter and the year, nothing to scream at, but it is doing great on the month. We'll put that up. We'll put that on the two up on the month list. I know we only have a couple days left, but it's good to categorize that stuff and keep that habit going. And then QUBT. I don't know where you find these. QUBT, very cool. Quantum computing. Remember that quantum leap right here. 212 up on the month. All right. Moving back up on these weeks. No actionable signal for next week, but hey, you could still be in that. You could still be in that. What's it doing on the quarter? Inside on the quarter and the year. The year just getting going. All right, this used to be somebody. Quantum computing. That used to be somebody, and this could be its fight back to the highs. All right. Well, you gotta zoom it in a lot, and put your Strat glasses on to see what's happening. You gotta, but it's above. It's not a penny stock. It's above $13, so I can't get mad at that. Carvana, Marlon B says Carvana, CVNA. Carvana, any actionable signal for next week? It is to hammer in force on the month. Takes the target out at 288. Now trading 304. Man, I missed this one. I really wanted to get back in the Carvana once they got their act together at $14 all the way up to 304. A lot easier to trade with shares, but hey, you could be making some money on that. And I'm sure Marlon B is, and I forgot about Carvana. That's all good. It's all good. Still moving to the highs. Inside bar. Looking for a 212 continuation up. We'll put that above 308. Is this and this is not at all-time highs. Other groups are going to say this is exhaustion risk, but you can still got some stops to take out. All right. If I need to find a way back in here because the tippy top is 378. That doesn't mean, oh, I missed it. No. That's not what we do in the Strat. All right. The winning spirit is baked into this strategy. We're like, let me find an actionable signal. Wait for them to triangle they out. All right. Hold on.
Triangle they out. They will.
Triangle they out. They will. They'll take some profits on Carvana, and I'll be right there. I'll be like, okay, finally I'm in. All right, weekly signals. All right, we want to categorize our trades by condition. This is how we protect ourselves from information overload. Meta, give me Meta. It's $627. You got evidently I was demonstrating some stuff here. It is two up on the hammer in force, 2 up on the month, did not hit target yet, so you got some room. And shooter on the week, and it's in tech, so that lines up with what we were going to look for. Shooter on the week, we'll put that in there. That goes in force below 622.73, and the magnitude is going to be 587. Palantir. PLTR. Palantir is inside on the week. It is 2 up on the month. It is jammed with buyers at all-time highs, but there's no reason to get out. You do it now. See your money flow. They're like, hey, all right, there might be some profit taken. So it could go 212 up above 128.41 or 212 down below 119.74. So Palantir, looking at what that does for next week. And then Wally World, that's what we call it where I'm from, Wally World. But Walmart to everybody else, go ahead and put your pajamas on and your flip-flops and then go to Walmart. And then when you get to Walmart and they don't have what you need, you go back home and then put on real clothes and then go to Target. I can't let the people see me dressed like this at Target. Walmart, you put on your sweatpants and your Crocs that have holes that are too big in them because you're using them to cut grass and everything. Walmart to the Lowe's, look at that money flow. They said, I don't know if we really put our money in here, but it's at all-time highs. It's, it's jammed with buyers. Walmart, and then they're talking about tariffs and all these other things. So we'll see what they want, how it really affects Walmart. Insight on the week, it could go either way. Either it's going to go 212 up above $98.84 or below $95.21. I'll talk about that in the Strat Camp webinar and on the Strat execution course. If you already have the Hammer Enforce ebook, use promo code HAMMER to get the execution course for 25% off this weekend. All right, let's keep that learning going. Love LLM. Interesting. I'm glad to see you in here. And then Michael O'Connor. Such a cool name. Michael O'Connor. Same sector as OKLO. Okay, Sand Dollar. Okay, what sector is that? What sector is OKLO in? And then my weekend subscription does not. Oh, your weekend shift subscription. Your weekend shift watch list doesn't update either. Okay, I put in a help desk ticket. All right, if anybody else has TrendSpider, how do you put in a help desk ticket? You go up here, you hit this little question mark, and you say, go down to contact support, and you say, hey man, what the problem is. All right, and then these guys jump on it immediately, and they'll get back to you. So I told them, hey, when I update my lists, they're not updating on theirs, and I know it works because we did a demonstration live, and I almost called him Aaron. Aaron Bailey in here confirmed it live, so I'm not sure what's going on. I know they're doing a lot of stuff in the background, and they added a new thing that I'm going to show you here very soon. Peloton, no actionable signal for next week. Looking for a 3-2 up. You can trade that if you know what you're doing. It is Hammer Enforce on the month. They're trying to get back into that. All right. It used to be up at $172. At $100 off, it is at $7.57. It's not a penny stock technically. So hey, this could be it. Who knows? This could be your way in the Palantir and Peloton, and it could get all the way back up in here, all the way back up to 170. It could. That would be amazing. All right. And you could say you bought it way down there. So no actionable signal for next week, though. Okay. But here's your 60s. They're definitely buying that. That's good. MOS shooter on the week, MOS, and then let's go through the watch lists on tech and MOS and healthcare real quick. MOS 302 up on the month. Look at these weeks. This is the kind of stuff you want to trade. You want to trade options. This is what you want to look at. Wow. All right, $26 up to $35, and then yes, you can buy shares with that. Buy some, and as it keeps moving up, buy some more. We add to our winning positions. Look at these days. What is happening here? They did something. They fixed something. They were like, finally, we got Ted out of marketing, and now our company is going to the highs. It is 2 up on the quarter. We'll put that on the macro list. What's it doing on the year? Close to being scenario 3 up on the year, above $37.13. It could do it. The next target on the year would be 57. This is interesting. It used to be somebody up at 163. Yeah, 163. Wow. This could be it. I don't necessarily tell people to go out there and find things that are, all the way to get sold all the way down in the dirt. But yeah, look for those things that are at the bottom of the broadening formation on a lot bigger time frame, and then create the winning position. Don't just jump in. Create the winning position. It is shooter on the week, so this could be a pivot machine gun all the way back down. But honestly, I don't think they're going to get wrecked. I mean, that's pretty strong. That's strong. Let's go through the watch list let's go through healthcare. Shooter on healthcare. All of this. We don't have too many to look at. Here's my watch list for healthcare. All the stocks in healthcare. All right, remember at the main chart, we're looking for inside bars. We're looking for inside bars and possible 212 down. All right, so A, B, all I'm doing is I'm gonna use my one finger in the down button, okay? Yes, we have scanners and TrendSpider, and you guys have scanners in whatever platform you're using, but I'm gonna use my watch list and my finger in the down bar. Why? Because it's not that hard. It's not that difficult. We make it very difficult. Again, I don't want to lose my actual life. It is fun. I was that person sitting in front of my doing my due diligence, sitting in front of the charts, sitting on my phone, always looking through the things, always looking, and it was fun. It was fun, and it's very addicting once you learn how to do it. And you're like, because you're developing a skill, and you're like, yes, finally, something is making sense to me. I know what I'm looking for. But then you got to come to a point where you go, okay, I have my watch list for the week. I'm done. And then while you're trading, you don't have to be in all the moves. You heard Terry Baker earlier this show. He said, or was that on the coaching session? Anyway, he's talking about I was talking about trading simultaneous breaks and then trading all the stocks in that sector. It's easier to have 5 winning positions in one sector doing the same thing than a bunch of individual stocks doing individual things. All right. So what I'm saying with that is he gets his time back. He can create those winning positions. Go do something else. Go to the gym. Go parasailing or something. I don't know. You go look at Sandollar. Go look at Sandollar's Twitter. This guy's living his life. He is living his life, and he ain't messing around looking at charts all day long. He's not. He's out there on the beach. He might be on the beach looking at signals. I don't know. Inside on the week, we'll put that on the watch list. This thing is getting wrecked. Whatever BDX is, it's in healthcare, and they are wrecking it. Inside on the week. BIIB, shooter on the week. That's not necessarily inside, but it is an actionable signal. So we'll put that on there. We're looking for hammers, shooters, inside bars. Technically, right now, we are looking for inside bars. Bristol Myers, inside bar and a shooter. All right, double whammy. All right, Bristol Myers. BSX, possible 2-2 reversal back down, but I wouldn't call that a shooter. CHK or CAH. If you want to put those BSX or this one on your watch list, that's up to you. Looking for that 3-2-2 down. Inside on the week for CI. I want to keep the rules for the weekend shift in our signals pretty strict so that people are watching it, it makes sense, okay? We're looking for hammers, shooters, inside bars. Right now, we're looking for inside bars, DHR. We're looking for anything that's doing what the main chart is doing. DVA, Diva. Now, possible 2-2 reversal back down. You want to put that on your list. That's up to you. I'm going to skip it. Now you know this is a bad stock. What you got money in? I got money in a thing called ew. Ew. No, I'm not putting my money in ew. That's not an inside bar, but if you possible 2-2 reversal back down, skipping it. Skip it. This one. Shooter on the week for HSIC. Humana. Things that make you go, It's the inside bar that makes it's the mother bar problem.
That's a mother bar issue.
That's a mother bar problem right there, player. Look at that. Golly. Let's count them, guys. All these weeks stuck in this 1 week right here. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 weeks. 33 weeks all stuck in this right here. That's a mother bar problem. 33 weeks doing nothing. Sheesh. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. All right. IDXS. That's my timer saying, come on, man. Put your tickers in there. Put your tickers in there. Any questions that you got. 3-2 down. Shooter. We'll put that on there. We'll put that on the watch list for next week. We're going to move this along because we still got to get through tech. Put your tickers in there. Put your tickers in there. Put your questions in there. What you got? What you got? Shooter. Let's see if we can get through that. Shooter. Healthcare, man. Healthcare is not looking great at all. Let's see, let's get through this. Inside bar, Johnny John, inside bar. Inside bar. Now, normally I'd go through just the big people, you know, the big stocks, but let's get through all of them. Oh, that's a LH inside bar. Almost done, almost done. Eli Lilly, what you doing? It's 2 down on the week. Eli Lilly is taking some heat. Eli Lilly has some news on them because they're out there suing anybody who's doing anything similar to Ozempic and similar to any of their other special miracle weight loss drugs. Merck doing the work? No. Inside on the week. Going to the downside. So, like I said, anybody, Eli Lilly is suing anybody who's selling these knockoff Ozempic drugs and stuff like that. So get ready for that. Pfizer, Pergo, there's a lot here. Jeez. Usually it doesn't take me so long to get through one, but there's a lot in here. Region, Shooter on the week. We'll put that on there. That's a teeny tiny little doji looking thing though. TMO, nope. Yep, that's UHS, that's inside. What's UNH doing? UNH dead in the middle. Golly, look at the month, look at the weeks. Come on now, UNH, my goodness. VRTX, Doji, what? Inside on the week. Now I got a lot of crap on this chart. Evidently I was showing somebody something. What is inside on the week? X-ray, ZBH, and last one ZTS. Marlon B says, give me IBT and Monster. All right. IBIT, Bitcoin stuff. 3-2 up on the month, 2 up on the week. This is ETF. Oh, okay. This is the Bitcoin ETF. All right. No actionable signal for next week. You can look at crypto charts in TrendSpider. All right, you can. Now this is jam with buyers is at all-time highs for right now. Anyway, no actionable signal for next week, but yes, you can be in that. All right, you can be in that. If you're already in there, that's good. Someone said, he also said, give me MSTR, which owns a lot of Bitcoin. MSTR, oof. All right. Looking like a ugly shooter, but a possible 3-2 down on the week. Ooh. All right. Healthcare is 2 down on the month and 1 day on the week. Why do we see stocks in that sector still? Why do we see stocks in that sector still? What do you mean? It is 2 down. Yes, XLV. So what we're doing here is XLV is 2 down on. We're making our watch list for next week for possible trades. So it is 2 down on the month. And then how many days we have left in the month? Hold on, let me look at my calendar. We got a whole nother week left. All right, we got a whole nother week left. So that 2 down on the month, that's still good. It's inside on the week. So we're looking for some 2-1-2 continuation down. And what we just did was we went through all these stocks looking for possible sell signals to trade to the downside. All right. Why do we see stocks in that sector still? We're looking for all the actionable signals to reconfirm, hey, if you want to buy puts, work those. Aaron Bailey's in the house. Aaron Bailey's in the house. He says he wants to look at ACMR. See what I'm trying to do there, love? See what I'm doing? That way you don't have to take just one actionable signal in one stock that has nothing to do with anything. Now, Love, seems like you want to look for some buy signals. Love says, I want to look at some buy signals. That's what it looks like. He says, I love them buy signals. Is that true? Is that true? That's okay if it is. And I'll explain further why we're looking for some downside stuff. All right, so ACMR, Momo shooter on the week. It goes in force at $21.99. The magnitude's $19. That would be a 2-2 continuation if that goes down, right? Right. Even though this is an actionable signal, we're going to have to look for a reversal on the daily or the 60s to get us in on that. All right. So be careful. Be careful. We'll put it on the list. We'll put it on there. Love, one more time. Love, seems like you're looking for some buy signals. Is that true? Is that true? All right, look at that tech. Tech. Go down to tech. And then we're not going to have time to get through semiconductors on this one, all right? All right, so on tech. Tech, we have inside on the week. Inside on the week on tech. What you could do is go down to the Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner on TrendSpider. All right, we're going to change this to inside on the week, inside bars right there. And then we're going to change this. Well, I did that kind of fast. S&P 500 index, you're going to change search in. You're going to hit the drop down and then go to, I have my watch list already set up. So if you want these, I can send them to you, okay? But here's my tech. I'm looking for inside on the week. Scan. Let's see what it does. All right, now was that faster? Yes. But you'll learn a lot by going through that stuff manually, okay? You will, all right? You will. Strategies for easy setup scanner, okay, tech, inside on the week, FTNT, inside on the week, put that on the list. That was a lot faster, yes, but again, you learn so much, and I'm here to show you guys how to do it. This is right, so clickety-clack, KLAK, looking for that 212, possible 212 up above $800 or below, in there, or 212 down below 744, all right, clickety-clack. Almost done, guys. AKAM, inside on the week, red on the month. So we're looking for 212 down. All right. Why? Because they're already selling this. They're already selling it. We're looking for actionable signals on the week that reconfirm what we're seeing on the month. Now, AMD is 2-2 reversal back up on the month. It will go in force above 116.41, but it's got to do it. It's got to go. It has to work if it's going to work. All right, 212 up. All right, possible at $16.41. If it does not do it and they start dumping it, it'll go 212 down below 107.90. And honestly, it looks like it wants to go to the lows. All right, Tell me something good. Inside on the week, hammer in force on the month. Look at that. It is a month. Get some other problems here, yes, but it is 2-2 reversal back up on the month, and it's either going to go 212 up or 212 down. You're looking at 163.89. Excuse me, 163.87 or 156.09. All right, watching for that. And VeriSign, ooh yeah, VeriSign. I might have to push my stops up on this one. Why do I like VeriSign? Because Warren Buffett started putting his money in it and it started showing up on the charts. Hammer in force on the year. Hammer in force on the year. That's right. Above 209.61 and I am in, and it's been working great. Everybody else is talking about tariffs and all these, and I'm just chilling in VeriSign. Okay, I might have to push my stops up on that because look at the money flow index. Look at the inside on the week. There might be some profit taking happening here. Okay, it is jammed with buyers. That could happen at any time. So VeriSign. DXC inside on the month, but red, and then looking for the 312 down. I see the chat rolling. I'm sure it's love. Let's see. Cisco 2-2 reversal back up on the month, inside on the week. So Cisco's either going to go. Either it's going to go 2 up and reconfirm what we're seeing on the month above $64.09, or go below $62.52 and to the lows. So Cisco weekly signals. All right, that's it for those. All right, so let's go to the weekly watch list, and then for Michael O'Connor and for Terry Baker and everybody else, I'm gonna put this on Twitter, and I might as well go ahead and put it on. I'll email this out to you guys, but because there's a lot in here. Now that doesn't mean trade all of this. Usually we don't have a lot of signals in here. Usually we only have some, but healthcare is getting wrecked. All right, and then tech is inside. It can go either way. What you want to do is when the week starts, and I'll be showing you guys this on the weekend shift updates through the week. All right, which ones go in force and which ones don't. Not all of them are going to go in force. All right, and the ones that do, you're going to work them. The ones that don't, ignore it. He says unlocking broadening formations. It's live right now at thestratsoldier.com. Get in there. It's going to be, because everybody has issues with broadening formations, why we use them, how we use them, how to draw them, when do we look at them, how many do we have on the chart, why do we even use these things? Come on now, get in there. Unlocking broadening formations. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun, and we're going to get rid of all the questions you have about broadening formations. Get in there. All right.